So tell me a bit about this series of webinars that you're doing.
So here at Anatune, we've, in collaboration with SIFT, put together a series of 6 short 30-minute webinars discussing basically automated SIFT-MS. So how we took SIFT-MS, put the MPS on top of it, and then turned it into an automated analyzer. And basically, it's a story of how we went from the beginning to where we are now, and basically explaining how you do it, all the parameters you need to operate the system effectively, just to take basically the mystery out of doing automated SIFT-MS.
Okay, and how long in the making has this been?
Well, I mean, I've been at Anatune nearly 5 years now, and so I think we've probably been working on automated SIFT-MS for about 4 years, from the point of actually sticking the Gertel MPS on top of the instrument and designing the inlet for it, right through to where we are now, which is understanding in quite good detail how to make that technique work effectively on the instrument. Basically, an instrument that wasn't designed to take an auto-sampler, and an auto-sampler that wasn't designed to be used on a SIFT-MS. And we put the two together, we've actually got a very, very effective instrument for doing regular automated analysis.
And what are the wider implications of that then? How would this be applied in your everyday lab, do you think?
I think, you know, what we do is we take the benefits of SIFT-MS, which is the ability to do analysis really quickly and also to look for very difficult compounds, and we add the automation on top of it. And so it means that we can now set up test methods, set up sequences of injections that will run through looking for a whole suite of VOC compounds much more quickly than you can do for a GCMS method. And it just utilizes, as I say, the ability of SIFT-MS to do fast measurements. The other thing I will say about it as well is that actually by putting automation on top of SIFT-MS, we also enable us to do things with the instrument that haven't been done before, such as looking at calibrations, which makes it easier to add compounds to the library. It means we can do analysis on compounds that we don't have very good information on reaction rates, for example, and we can set a decent calibration approach on our analyses and actually get some very robust, high throughput methods for standard routine lab analyses. Also, we don't just touch upon the sort of standard single static headspace measurements that it's the obvious first thing we do. We look at more interesting things such as multiple headspace extraction analysis. We look at the ability of SIFT-MS to do long drawn out analyses and how we've automated that sort of continuous headspace analysis sort of methodology. And basically, I think if you look at the 6 webinars, we go through each of those sort of processes in quite good detail, giving you information about the parameters that you should use to make it work effectively, essentially distilling 4 years of my knowledge into a ready, usable set of conditions, so that if you get the instrument and you start using it, you can actually hit the ground running, basically, using me as your knowledge base, as opposed to looking around for somebody else to ask these questions of.
Okay, that sounds like a great series of webinars. Thank you very much.
It is. I would say in these difficult times, watch them. And there will be links in the description below to each of the 6 webinars, and I would thoroughly recommend watching them from front to back. It tells a story from the beginning of the automation right through to where we are at now, some of the very interesting stuff we do. So watch all 6. It's only 3 hours of your time in total, which under these circumstances is quite short.